With so many things rolling in for the Shamrock and Awe events, a few things might have gotten leaked in terms of additional basic trainings along with even more, and I'm going to be covering it. Let's get right into the video. So as you guys might know by now, the new Shamrock and Awe event brought a whole lot of new things to the game, including new charms, weapons, camos, and so much more. The update that brought this event came out for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC on March 13th. However, when the PC received this update, it ended up getting an update to the basic trainings as well unintentionally and revealed a whole new set of these skills that were under a section called Throwback. Now, just a little fun fact here, but if you guys didn't know, World War II was actually supposed to go through with the normal perk system when this game was under development, but it was later on decided that this perk system was going to be completely scrapped out of the game and be replaced with the new division system and basic training skills instead. So maybe there are even more basic trainings that are probably like within the game's code that were meant to be in the game that might have not made it. Just something to think about there. But anyways, I'll go ahead and leave a link in the description so you guys can go check out what some of these cut perks as well as even maps and weapons look like. But moving forward, as you can see on the screen, some of the basic training skills that are included under this throwback section are Danger Close, Commando Pro, Double Tap, Martyrdom, Stun times 3, Stopping Power, and Juggernaut. So that is a total of 7 basic trainings, and for those of you guys who didn't know, these used to be perks within games such as Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 specifically. Danger Close allowed your explosives for things such as grenades, grenade launchers, and even kill streaks to become more powerful in Modern Warfare 2. Commando Pro gave you an increase in range for melee kills and also no falling damage when earning the Pro version once again in Modern Warfare 2. Double Tap made your weapon's fire rate much more faster in Modern Warfare 1. Martyrdom allowed you to drop a grenade when taken out by an enemy to possibly take out anyone who would run by your body in Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 both. Stun times 3 gave you the ability to carry 3 stun grenades in Modern Warfare 1 at the same time. Stopping Power was both in Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2 and granted players bullets against enemies and vehicles to become more powerful. And finally, Juggernaut gave players extra health so that they can take in more damage within Modern Warfare 1. Now, before some of you guys start to panic, because some of these skills were known to be a little too overpowered in the original games that they were in, but these new throwback skills are only going to be available in what it seems like to be throwback playlists. Now, after hearing something like this, it can possibly mean that we are going to see some past game modes from old Call of Duties return within World War II sometime soon. This could be true because if we go ahead and take a look at the Shamrock and Awe event, we really didn't receive any new game modes. And before you say something like, Sal, what about the new Leprechaun Hun Mosh Pit mode that was added to the featured playlist? Yes, it is a never before seen game mode, but there isn't an actual new mode such as how we got Prop Hunt or Gun Game in past events. This mode is just an added stipulation to existing game modes. So what I'm thinking is, what if these old game modes that have been forgotten come back with the throwback playlist for the Shamrock and Awe event later on? Because if we think about it, it would make so much sense since this leak even occurred after this event went live on the PC. But moving forward, let's try to figure out what all of this means. First, let's talk about this throwback playlist again for 1 second. Is this playlist going to consist of old forgotten game modes that will be added one by one over time, or will it include several game modes all at once when it goes live? Also, will this playlist actually be coming during the Shamrock and Awe event? And if it does, is it going to stay just like how Prop Hunt and Gun Game did under a newly added Party Games playlist? I honestly don't have the right answer for any of these questions yet, but these could end up being some of the possibilities of what can happen. For now, we'll just have to wait and see. Second, let's discuss about those 7 basic training skills that were leaked again. So, how will these basic trainings work? For example, if we take a look at something like the Double Tap basic training, which increases your weapon's fire rate, and Stun times 3, how are these two going to work when we already have something like Rapid Fire as an attachment, as well as other basic trainings and skills from the Expeditionary Division that allow us to carry 2 equipments or 2 lethals? Does that mean some of these basic training skills can stack with other things that are already in the game such as Double Tap and Rapid Fire? Or could this also mean that the divisions would be completely taken away when playing some of these throwback game modes, since some of their skills would affect some of the throwback basic trainings? This would be very different and interesting if that was going to be the case. Another thought that came up in my head was, will skills such as Danger Close and Stopping Power act the same way they did back in Modern Warfare 2? For example, does this mean that if a player who decides to run something like Danger Close with the fighter pilot or the ball turret gunner be able to have splash damage or just more damage in general? To be honest, I really hope so, because then some of these streaks will actually become more powerful, which is something that I've been advocating for a while now, not just for World War II, but for even some of the most recent Call of Duty that have came out in these past couple of years. But basically, these were just some of the things that I thought of whenever I was looking into the abilities of some of these throwback basic trainings. But if these new skills do end up playing like how they did back in Modern Warfare 1 and Modern Warfare 2, World War II can potentially end up feeling like a whole new game for the better or for the worst whenever we get a chance to play with them, if they ever do officially become a thing. But on that note, I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, you guys. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon so you'll never miss an upload, and follow me on my social media accounts to stay connected. Also, if you guys want, comment down below and leave your thoughts on how you're feeling about the new Shamrock and Awe event, as well as the possibility of these new skills coming to the game along with maybe some old forgotten game modes. I'd really love to hear your thoughts. Anyways, I'll go ahead and talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching. Bye.